special guest again today. You know, my man, Coach King. How you feeling today,
I'm
sir?
good. I'm good. Ain't nothing special about me, though. I'm just
Sir,
being me.
that's what's up. That's
I
what's up.
appreciate it.
You know, I always like to start off with the Tank question because everybody always want to know about Tank, man. But some of my questions are more different than what's the process is going on. It's more back towards the fight. What did you think about the interest of him coming out with Jim Jones?
Hey, man, it's whatever he want, you know. I know a lot of people was talking about it, but if that's what he want, he got his reasons, you know.
Is that something you ever talked to Tank about?
Not at all. No,
What about
he pick his artists and he roll with it.
what about his uniform?
I think his uniform was slick. No, we don't talk about it, though. We be waiting to see what he gonna wear because we don't know.
Oh, so he get y'all essentials too, like to go with his
Yeah,
uniform.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But he surprised us what he wear in the ring, you know.
So that's probably something real cool to look forward
Yeah,
to.
yeah. It's part of the show.
Um, One of the biggest things I know everybody want to know in the city for sure, and I know it's probably a tough question to answer right now, but will Coach Calvin and you be training Tank for the next fight?
I can't answer that right now. You know, you gotta
That's
see.
understandable.
You know, cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah,
You
because
know.
I mean that's one of the pivotal points that everybody sees in the fight that they feel as though that that chemistry wasn't there. You know, you
Hmm.
got that's like you guys Frankenstein. Y'all done built that man
Hmm.
from the ground up. Y'all know what make him tick, go, and all that. And it's like that was a pivotal reason, pivotal thing why everybody feel like the outcome of the fight.
Right, right.
Um,
Time will tell, though. You know how that go.
yeah. But I mean, the good thing is, you know, you hear Tank say things like, and Coach Calvin say things like, they always going to be in each other's life and
Yeah,
stuff like
family
that.
for life, man.
So I mean, that's a good thing that we can look forward to at least see some, some good come out of that. You know,
Hmm.
hopefully things get back on track.
Hmm.
Um, what did you think about the knee and the ruling of them saying that?
I can't speak on
Oh,
that
okay,
because you know
okay.
they're still going through some stuff.
Um, do you? What about you? Can't speak on the decision either. What do you
No,
think about? Okay.
because it all plays a role together. You know.
Right. Do you prefer the rematch?
Yeah, I would love to see a rematch,
Okay.
but if not, then so be it. But I would love to see a rematch.
If it wasn't a rematch, who would you like to see Tank up against?
Shakur.
Shakur. Okay. Um, well, let's talk about the last crescendo then. Since we just speaking on Shakur, what do you think about the whole Floyd Schofield debacle? Him pulling out. Let me say this though. I felt as though with the way the British Athletic Commission, however they do it over there, you got to weigh in first, like 3 days before,
Yeah.
and so I do give him that much grace on that because he already a big 35 or whatever. So, but what did you think about?
That's what I would lean toward that because first he said he was sick, then somebody tried to poison him and all that stuff. But that sound more like it. He probably couldn't make the weight a few days earlier. You know what I mean? So I'm leaning towards that more than anything else.
So
But
people shouldn't be so hard on Floyd Schofield,
nah,
and
nah.
because that's
He
a tough
young.
thing to do.
Yeah, he young. He's still learning. You know.
Make weight twice.
Hmm.
What do you think about the Padley Shakur fight?
Shakur did what he's supposed to do. Last minute opponent. You know what I mean? He didn't get a chance to train for him, but he took care of business.
My thing with Shakur is, with that being a placement opponent, he still fought his fight. You know, the fight that Shakur is going to fight.
Hmm.
And it's like, that's the kind of thing that kind of like disappointed me a little bit about that fight because it's like, we know that's what you do, but you got a guy who's late placement fight and you still doing what you normally do instead of attacking.
Yeah. Again, he didn't know nothing about the guy, so you know,
But Padley
he had
did
to
come to
make a
fight.
yeah, he had to make some adjustments at the last minute. You know, the guy came to fight though for the hell of a
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. That's one thing I think about the Tank Roach fight. That was a classic. The only
Yeah,
thing that thing was missing was blood and gore everywhere.
good fight, man.
Great fight. One of the best fights I ever seen. Was like it was. Besides, like the first
That was like a family feud. We've been knowing them for years, you know.
Yeah.
That's all that
And
was.
I'm glad it came out the way it did, especially with Tank giving Roach so much credit leading up to the fight. As far as I'm saying, like, nah, this guy ain't no pushover. He's good. Like,
Good fight.
I don't know his name, but he's good. Let me ask you this: can you speak on the weight discrepancies? Because Roach looked at.
Yeah, Roach is a 130-pound champion.
That's the thing.
And he came up 5 pounds to fight 135.
And he was still bigger than
Yeah, he's big. A lot of times fighters cut down from 150 pounds anyway to make weight. So he had cut less.
I wonder, like, with that being like that, like, why Tank just don't cut the extra 5 and then just, because is nobody at 130? Because if he could cut the extra, if he doing that at 35, and we know he can make 30, he coming in 33, still looking good.
He cut down to where he's at, you know, where he is now. He might not feel good if you make 30. You know, still gotta feel good. Sometimes you can cut too much. You know, the older you get, the harder it is to cut.
Canelo and Crawford. People say Crawford is the smaller guy, right? But this is because I'm just an outsider looking in as a fan and stuff like that. And certainly I don't know, but he's got enough time to adequately put on the weight to fight Canelo.
No. Crawford posted his weight 2 weeks ago. It was 190 pounds.
Right.
So even though he's been fighting 47 over the years, he was cutting down to make 47. So he don't have to put on anything to fight Canelo.
So
all he has to do is cut down to the way where they fighting at, condition himself right there.
My question is, so that thing a part of being the smaller guy shouldn't be a
Nah, if they fight, I'm rocking with Crawford.
I'm rocking with Crawford.
Yeah.
I'm going with Crawford.
I'm rocking with Crawford.
It's kind of hard to bet against that guy.
Crawford athletic, and he very, very, what's the word, competitive. Not just with boxing, anything.
Yeah, I hear. You know,
yeah. And that's why I don't think Canelo can beat him on the inside, because he's good with wrestling and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and Canelo's more like one-way fighter.
One-dimensional, yeah.
And Crawford, he can do
Crawford can mix. He tricky, man.
Yeah.
He fight righty, lefty, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He can wrestle, he can box, he can do a little bit of everything.
Speaking of righty, lefty, I heard Ennis, Boots.
Another
fighting Stanionis?
Yeah.
Ennis, think about that?
Ennis gonna beat it. Ennis gonna stop him. My opinion.
And Virgil couldn't stop.
Ennis gonna stop him.
That'd be a huge statement.
I say 7 rounds, maybe 6.
That'd be a big statement for that dude.
Mm-hmm.
For him to do that. For Virgil not to do it, especially what Virgil just did at the last crescendo, fighting Madrimov.
Yeah, Virgil.
Madrimov was nasty work.
Yeah, Virgil ain't. I don't think he's strong as Ennis Boots. Ennis another big kid.
Yeah.
Big young man, rather. I ain't gonna say kid. He's 28, 27 years old. Yeah, but he's strong, man. Strong. Yeah, I seen him in person. I seen him work in person plenty of time.
I wouldn't want to see him and Crawford.
Yeah, that's both of them tricky. Both of them righty lefty. It's like the young and hungry against the old and experienced. Not old, but you know.
I think the experience usually plays a factor in a lot of fights. That's why I think Shakur would have beat Floyd. Like whenever you see somebody with, like even with Terence Crawford beating Madrimov, who else was that just recently happened?
It depends on how hungry the lion is, though. You know.
Yeah, but a lot of times when Morrell versus Benavidez, people don't got that experience. I feel like that's and you can see it in the experience play out in the fight. Like I feel like a lot of times that's what guys be trying to move too fast, and I see what they mean when they say like building a guy.
But Boots got over 30 fights now.
That would have been.
He definitely ready.
Or him and Earl.
Yeah.
But you say Earl.
I think Earl should retire, in my opinion.
And he ain't fought.
Earl, one of my favorite fighters, but I don't want to see him get hurt. You know what I mean?
And they still
Safety first.
That man fighting. He in the ring so long, he might as well.
No, he should hang it
But
up.
the thing is, the narrative with fighters is
Mm.
they fight, they spend that money, and they
Some of
fight again.
them, some of
At
them,
least that
they
was
invest.
back in the day.
Yeah, they investing pretty good now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think about Bacoli and Joseph Parker?
I don't think I've seen
Bacoli
it.
was the late replacement as well. He's supposed to fight the boys.
The heavyweights, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that fight. I heard about it though.
Joseph Parker like threw an overhand right and then Nick Bacoli like right here.
For real, knocked him out.
And he just did like a little dance.
Yeah, he got hit high on the head,
Yeah.
shook his equilibrium. You get hit up there, yeah, you got a lot of nerves and shit up there to take you out quicker than getting hit on the chin.
What'd you think about the Beaver Benavidez fight?
I was going for Benavidez.
Bit of beef.
I was going for Benavidez, Mexican Warrior.
No.
That's
Beaver and Bit at the last crescendo. Beaver, Bit of beef.
Yeah.
His name wrong. Bit of beef. You know this their second time they fighting for undisputed.
No, they didn't fight.
They just fought.
Benavidez
and Bit of beef.
Oh, yeah, I was going for Bivol in that fight. I was going for him. I thought he won the first
I
one.
thought he won the first one too. He won the second one.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah, I seen that.
All right.
It went the way I expected.
I feel like they doing Benavidez dirty, man.
No, he fighting on Bivol next.
But Turkey said he not putting up the bid for it.
Oh, I ain't hear that one.
Somebody, PBC and all them could bid for the fight, but he said he ain't.
Because he won't ride on that side of the street.
No, because he want the trilogy.
He want the trilogy.
Which I think the trilogy is unnecessary. The first two was good enough.
Mm-hmm.
The way it's like, we don't need... Because if they fight 100 out of 100, it's going to be 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 fights, all right, somebody going to win, but then the next person going to win the next one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, it's just, they just that evenly matched.
Yeah.
And they styles are so evenly matched.
I agree.
Really no winner when you watch them fight.
They do the same thing the third fight.
Yeah,
so
I
agree.
we don't need it. Let Benavidez get his chance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
I agree.
Like, did you hear about what you think? Because remember, I was talking to you about this one time about the belts. You heard Turkey is supposed to be doing one promotion, one belt.
Under one umbrella.
No, not with even cutting out top rank all in. Just one promotion, period. One belt. No. You know he own the Ring magazine.
Yeah. I don't support that. Boxing is entrepreneurship, fighters and management and promotion. You know.
The only thing I don't like about it is it takes away from the history. You know, the people who had the WBC championship. You know, all the names that's attached to it and the history and the longevity.
You trying to erase it.
You know, but at the same token, it's like I love the Ring magazine title because
I don't like
that's the man who beat the man.
Ring magazine is biased though.
But at the end, it don't get no bias then you beat the man who was the man.
Just like Tank not even ranked in Ring magazine. How is that?
That just came about though.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
But that just came about. I mean, and the people that's ahead of him, and it is crazy because he didn't win or lose.
Right. It's biased. That's all it is.
But you know how many Turkey got their thing.
But what about the people that's coming behind Tank that got their thing with Tank? He gonna do everybody that don't agree with him dirty? You know what I'm saying? That ain't fair.
Yeah.
That ain't fair.
Yeah. It is messed up.
Yeah.
Especially with such a prestigious thing as the Ring magazine. But I don't know. I feel like it clears out a lot of the clutter. But as respect for the history of boxing, I think it got to at least be something with those belts. Because a kid coming up, that's their thing. They want to be a world champion.
Man, you could take a kid, you can take a piece of cardboard, right? Make a belt, put aluminum foil on it, and I take you. You got a fan base in Baltimore City. You the people's champion. This belt right here. If it's fake, if this belt is fake, I'll tell anybody, come take it then.
Right.
You whip their ass. You take the WBA champion and whip his ass. Right. And you got a cardboard belt. It's what you make it.
So the belts don't mean nothing. So why
if you don't have a belt, you ain't gonna fight no that don't mean you ain't gonna fight when that bell ring.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You
So
still
why
gonna
you say
fight.
you don't want to get rid of the belts then?
It's I not necessarily don't want to get rid of them, but we can do without them. As long as you got your fan base.
Yeah, because Ryan proved that
Yeah.
1,000
Ryan a
times.
millionaire. He ain't never.
Had
Yeah.
a belt.
Yeah.
I see him with one belt in his hand after he beat Luke Campbell. I don't even.
Yeah. If they play fast, if they do right by the belts, it's cool. But if not, as long as you got your fan base.
What you think about Keyshawn, man? I feel
I,
like that boy is.
as a fighter, I like him. I like him as a fighter, his fighting ability.
Oh, let me say this for people. When we talking, it's opinions. Just because we say something that you might not agree with, don't mean we don't like it.
Yeah, because me and Keyshawn, we went back and forth. I don't hate him.
Yeah.
I be joking with them young boys,
Yeah, that's what I'm
just
saying.
get
Like,
under their skin.
we
But
need to cut that part out about it.
yeah, Keyshawn can fight. He can fight.
And thank you, Ron, for bringing up Crawford.
Keyshawn can fight.
But when he did the Lamos, I thought that was spectacular for a guy to come in, because weight means a lot in boxing, right?
Yeah.
It's a huge thing. You got a guy coming in 3 weight classes.
But remember this, taking nothing away from Keyshawn, he came in heavier. But Keyshawn, after he got off the scale, he probably was heavier than him the day that they fought.
Keyshawn looks so small, though.
Yeah, but he probably was just as heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Because when I look at
Like if me and you fight tomorrow, right? And I get on the scale and weigh, I get on the scale and I weigh 160, and you get on the scale and you weigh 150. Now, we rehydrate, you might shoot up to 165, 170. So, people don't know that part, though.
So now that you bringing that up, you bringing up one of my biggest discrepancies in boxing. Because back in the day, you weigh in, you fight.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you got this dumb shit where we're fighting for a 130-pound belt, but when we get in the ring, I'm 150. Like, I don't understand that.
Because 20 years ago, a guy got hurt real bad. He fought Gotti. And Gotti down there killed him. He never fought again after that. Yeah. So that's when all that shit started. It's for the safety of the sport.
But see, that's kind of contradicting.
Yeah.
If guys wasn't cutting down to unhealthy weights that they couldn't fight at, Devin Haney, if he would have walked in that ring against Cambosis, that nigga would have died at 135. So I feel like if you cut weight and fight the same, well, you ain't got to fight the same day, but later on that night or something.
You ain't going to gain that much.
And it's an even fight. Y'all still at 135, probably. Like, it brings some more validity to the belt, because when you fighting at the weight that the belt.
That's how they used to do it. The same day weigh in, then you fight later that night.
That's something.
They used to do that.
Come back, because these guys can't. I wish Devin would have gotten that ring with Ryan at 140.
Yeah.
He'd have died before he even got up the stool.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of my biggest discrepancies. But people say it's an advantage point, and if you know that about weight, why is it allowed?
Yeah.
If the weight classes is there for a reason, but he can rehydrate higher than me.
Because as long as they make it on that scale, that's, you know what I'm saying?
That's terrible.
These are all the events we did in the past over the years, places we've been, you know what I'm saying?
Coach, I love coming here, man. It's just
a lot of events we did.
Especially seeing the kids and stuff like that, man. And
yeah. That's what it's about, kids, man. Just, giving them a better chance at life.
You know what I was thinking about one time, too? Because I was going to say something about, the city depending on Tank and this and that. And then it's like, I thought about it from my perspective, like, damn. What if that's not what he ever wanted? Maybe he didn't want to have a city on his back. Maybe he don't want the way to, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
a lot of times people forget Tank got his own life, his own situation. You can't bank on him to do everything, you know what I mean? Yeah. And we not in it for that. Right. If he make it, we gonna do. No, it's about them kids making a better life for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
And And that's one of the things that I like that Tank said in the interview. He said, I never wanted to be this
It just
world
happened.
champion.
It
all
come
this
with the
and that.
territory when you good.
Like, I just need to get money,
Mhm.
get my situation, man. And
Mhm.
it's just like coming from this city, you can relate to that. So
But that
much.
relates to when you ask God for something, He gonna give you that plus more. Tank prayed for it, God gave it to him, and plus more. So when you ask God for something, He gonna give it to you. He gonna give you more though. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all hear that? Cut the camera.